Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever wondered why certain people can just walk into a room and instantly command respect? It's not magic, and honestly, most of the time it's not even about what they're actually saying. It is entirely about how they carry themselves. Today, we're exploring a really powerful idea that by simply adjusting your physical presence, you can literally change how the entire world perceives you.
Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Here's our roadmap. First, we'll uncover the non-verbal secret. Then, we'll build a solid foundation with 4 confident habits, move right into the head-to-toe breakdown, and finally, we'll wrap up with how to turn practice into power.
All right, let's kick things off with part 1, the nonverbal secret and exactly why your words matter a whole lot less than you might think.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive, totally staggering imbalance in how we as humans actually communicate. Have you ever heard of the 7-38-55 rule? It reveals this crazy reality. Only 7% of our communication comes from the actual words we say. That's it, just 7%. 38% is your tone of voice, and a massive 55% is your body language. Put that together, and over 90% of all communication is completely nonverbal. Your body is literally doing the heavy lifting before you even open your mouth.
Moving right along to part 2, 4 confident habits. This is the macro mindset of alpha communication.
So, habit number 1 might seem a little obvious, but it is absolutely essential. Look your best. And this is a really key takeaway here, this does not mean you need to go out and drop cash on expensive luxury brands or flashy gold watches. Not at all. Looking your best simply means being cleanly showered, smelling nice, and wearing clothes that are appropriate and actually fit your body well. When you know you look put together, it automatically boosts your internal confidence. It basically sets your baseline. Habit number 2 is all about utilizing power poses. And the magic number for this? Just 2 minutes. Yep, that's literally all it takes. Social psychologist Amy Cuddy famously revealed in her TED Talk that holding a power pose, standing tall, really taking up physical space, for just 2 minutes actually changes your brain chemistry. Doing this raises your testosterone, which is linked to power and dominance, and it lowers cortisol, which is your body's main stress hormone. So even if you're just faking it for 2 minutes, your body chemically catches up to the confidence. Pretty amazing, right?
Okay, habit number 3 is to deliberately slow yourself down. Seriously, I want you to imagine for a second that you're moving through a dense pool of water. When you intentionally slow down your physical movements, your speech, your reactions, you're signaling to everyone around you that you have absolutely everything under control. Think about it. Rushing, talking super fast, fidgeting, that all just screams anxiety. But moving slowly, that radiates this calm, unshakable confidence.
And that brings us to habit number 4, holding firm eye contact. The magic number you want to remember here is 80%. You want to aim to hold eye contact for about 80% of a conversation. Looking down is basically a giant flashing and neon sign that says, you're uncomfortable. Now, I know what you're thinking. If 80% feels way too intense and makes you nervous, here's a fantastic little trick. Just look at the space right between your conversation partner's eyebrows. They literally won't notice the difference. Pair that kind of eye contact with a light, approachable smirk, and you instantly look like someone people just want to be around.
So the crucial point is this. Before we even look at the specifics of how to literally position your physical body, you've got to master these 4 macro habits. Look your best, use those 2-minute power poses, slow your entire pace down, and practice that 80% eye contact with a friendly smirk. Once you get these down, you've built an unbreakable foundation. Let's move to part 3 and see how this builds. The head-to-toe breakdown. This is where we master the actual mechanics of confident posture. There is a really stark contrast between open and closed body language. Open body language means keeping your feet shoulder-width apart, your toes pointing just slightly outwards, taking firm, large strides, and keeping your arms completely relaxed by your sides. This actively signals confidence and power to the entire room. On the flip side, closed body language, like crossing your legs, shuffling your feet, hiding your hands in your pockets, or crossing your arms over your chest, well, that projects fear, anxiety, defensiveness, and a very passive nature. So seriously, uncross those arms. Now, we definitely have to address a massive modern problem that is holding almost all of us back, the tech slouch. You know exactly what this is. It's that terrible position where your shoulders are slumped forward and your chest is caved inward, purely from spending hours and hours hunched over computers and our phones. Actually, I want you to do something for me right now as you watch this explainer. Notice your own posture right at this very second. Are your shoulders slumped? Yeah, there's a very good chance they are. Well, let's fix that right now. Together, in real time. Follow these steps with me.
Step 1, pull your shoulders back. Got it? Okay. Step 2, bring those shoulders down. Feel that shift? Now step 3, align your neck with the rest of your body so it's completely straight. By making just those 3 quick physical adjustments, you instantly open up your chest, you fix your posture, and you command way more space. Finally, let's talk about your head position. You want your head facing firmly forward with your chin tilted just a little bit up. But hey, a quick warning here. Do not overdo the chin tilt, or you're going to end up looking incredibly arrogant, and we don't want that. At the same time, though, you have to remember that tilting your head down constantly signals uncertainty and a severe lack of self-belief, so keep it level and just slightly elevated.
All right, bringing us to our final section, Part 4, Turn Practice into Power. This is all about creating that inside-out transformation.
And this brilliantly illustrates what it all comes down to. A really simple core philosophy for the day. If you feel comfortable, you look comfortable. Confident body language is ultimately just about giving yourself the permission to take up space. It's about opening yourself up and feeling completely at ease in your own environment. If you practice projecting that physical comfort outward, people will inevitably perceive you as the absolute most confident person in the room.
So I'm going to leave you with this one vital challenge. What will you practice in the mirror for 15 minutes today? I'm challenging you to take just 10 to 15 minutes right after this explainer is over. Go stand in front of a mirror, uncross your arms, check your posture, practice those power poses, and work on that 80% eye contact smirk. Because I promise you, those few minutes of physical practice can permanently change how the world perceives you. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer today, and get to practicing.